Okay. Go here. I still think I could probably even change it more. Yeah, because it still doesn't so much match that one on the side. Let's look at it now. See, looking at that one up there, that one looks like it's going back. This one still looks like it's going downward. So I almost need to make that shadow go directly sideways. It matches that one pretty well, but I still think it would look better if it was raised up, going more sideways. So, but first we'll put this wing in, you know. So look, here's a trick with shadows too. You've got a shape that comes down closer to the ground. Where it comes closer to the ground, I'll make the shadow closer to it. Where it's further from the ground, I'll bring that shadow down. That's going to cause the look of this being up higher off the ground and coming down closer when I make that shadow match. You know? It's amazing to me how much shadows tell us about the object, what's there, and where it is, and what position it's in relative to the picture. You know, if you just take time to really try to think hard, you got to strain your brain. But the more you can just really think about how that shadow will fall, the more it'll tell people about the depth of your picture. Now this is tricky. Going across corners is always tricky. It's just paint though. I always tell myself when I start getting too serious about the job, I'm just telling myself, it's just paint, man. Keep paint right over it. Look how that color looks different when it crosses the corner. The light changes on that wall. See, I definitely need to make it bluer on that wall. See over here, this shadow's got to be bluer. Probably because my two colors don't match. I just matched them to look good in the light, but the two walls are probably not the same color. Yeah, I'll keep doing this. I'll change that too. I'm going to do that again. You can see as my color's dry and see this dark outline it's starting to get, so I can see how close I was to matching. And it's not that great of a match, but I'm trying to go fast. All right, let's do a little bit more and then I'll turn off that camera. Black and white. I always keep that bucket of water handy. I've been asked what do I thin my paint with. For the most part, water, but I use that XIM extender a lot too. That stuff works real good. It doesn't really make the paint stay wet a lot longer, but it does make the viscosity of it a lot more workable. Alright, so we'll go this way. I think I'm going to raise this wing up even more. That. It's real important to me to have the angles of these shadows just real sharp, so when people walk in, you know, it tells them that this is real. It tells you know, tells your eyes that you're in this place. You could walk into the picture, and the shadows are such a huge part of that. blue in that color. Even this little guy here, you know, I think you can see that on the camera. See, that was important. That tells you that this edge is coming across, casting that shadow. You know, I feel like a lot of artists are afraid to do these just hard line shadows because it just, you know, they don't look good right away. You have to really fine tune the colors, but it's worth the effort trying to learn this particular trick. Little more white. Okay. Look, this is a fun trick too. I'll just show you while I got the camera. See these windows? I can make reflection on those just by pulling the sky color into it. So the sky color is blue and red. So I got my red going right here. Make this fun. Just by pulling that color into there. And what happens is, like, if we're in a building, that's going to be like a mirror and you're going to see the edge of the building in that. So I'll just put the sky color on like the top half. And it needs to be grayer and darker because this is a transparent window, it's not a mirror. So it's going to be darker than the sky itself. So I'll just take a bit of black. Look at this. See, and this just kind of tells you. Now, as this bends away, see this window's bending away, so that angle is coming out here across this corner and hitting sky. So you're not going to see a reflection of building there, you're going to see sky. So I'm going to bend this down like that. So you're doing these reflections and shadows, all this stuff. It's all just, I don't know, math, I guess. Just trying to figure out more logically where the light's hitting, relative angles, you know. I don't know. I was never that good at math. Yeah, I'll let that dry. It also looks more like a real reflection if there's like changing tones within that color, you know, like some of these clouds in here by the horizon. A lot of times it's lighter, so I'll just put those in. Yeah, and then combine that with the little reflection, with the little outline on the window. And I'll just stop the video right there. First, oh, I had to do that on the camera.